Amy Carney. I am the Deputy Director here at B.E.S.T, and I'm so excited today to introduce you to a B.E.S.T dad, Adam Rizzieri out of Texas. Adam is a marketing expert, a small business owner, and conservative news commentator. More importantly, he's about to be a dad for the first time in October. So welcome, Adam.
Hey, Amy, great to be with you. Thanks for the little intro there. I'm just like, yeah, I guess that's who I am. I guess that's me. No, I'm really just, I'm just someone who wants to make a difference. And I know that I'm not alone because obviously there's great people like, well, Amy Carney, right? But also too, I've just come across a lot of people just over the last couple of years who have noticed that things in their communities are changing in a way that's not so positive. And so, that's why I'm just so fortunate to be here with you today, talking about things that really matter.
Yeah. And we've seen a lot of about mama bears in this movement, right? Moms standing up for their children's education. And I think that you dads aren't getting the publicity and that you should be. And the dads are just as important in this movement and standing up for our children's education as the moms. And I think we're seeing more and more dads, standing up, speaking out at school board meetings, teaming, with groups like B.E.S.T across the country. And so why do you think it's important that dads get involved in this movement right alongside the moms?
I really view it as an obligation. I mean, it's really a mandate. Dads have to get involved now. I mean, I never in a million years would have thought that we would see stories identifying moms that are concerned as domestic terrorists and kind of seeing what's been going on in our society. I don't think dads really have a choice. I think they really have to get involved because, the basics that we already know, the common sense things, we know that dads have a direct impact on their child's future. We know that involved fatherhood is linked to better outcomes in nearly every measure of our kid's life. And now seeing kind of how, the school boards have changed, how the curriculum is changing, and really how forces that are outside of our local communities are coming in and trying to dictate what our kids learn, how they think. We're realizing that it's not stuff that's in their best interest. And so I think now dads, as sort of like this source of security and strength, this navigator through the ambiguous world that we live in, a dad has to get involved and has to take kids from really where they are today, which is an environment that should be one that is safe and protected, and one that has exposure to really the future, right? Just exposure through academics, through experiences. Dads have to make sure that the transition from childhood to adulthood is one that is measured, and one that frankly is free from indoctrination and free from some of the outside forces that I think are really, really ugly and nefarious. We know for a fact that when a dad is involved, their kids are much more likely to succeed. The things that I think parents kind of worry about, like, am I going to create a great person here? Am I going to create someone who's going to grow up to contribute and to be, a great American? When a dad is involved, the chances of everything working out to the best are more likely to take place. And I guess I just dropped the word best there. I don't mean to do any wordplay, but, organizations like FreedomWorks and the B.E.S.T program, these are things that I think really empower dads to understand what the policies are that are worth looking into, because the policies that are being kind of force-fed to a lot of our school board administrators and educators alike, they're not good. But if dads don't necessarily know kind of where to start or what to look into, and also if they're not aware of the fact that they do have support as well, it seems like a David and Goliath sort of fight. So that's why I'm very fortunate that, programs like B.E.S.T exist, that organizations like FreedomWorks exist to really empower us to make sure that our kids are safe.
Right. Well, so I know that I got to meet you at our recent B.E.S.T fly-in. How would you say that B.E.S.T is empowering you? And how would you suggest that why should they get involved with B.E.S.T?
Well, it's B.E.S.T helps you sort of like understand, okay, well, so this whole concept of gaslighting is not a foreign concept to us. Most recently, we dig into a story and we think that we're exposing a truth that maybe is being told to us in a way that seems a little bit off. And then the far left will try and gaslight us and make us think that we're crazy. When I was kind of pulled into the B.E.S.T circle, I very quickly realized that I wasn't the only one that was kind of like sniffing something that didn't really smell right, kind of coming downwind. And I was just like, okay, well, if I'm seeing things that seem like a truth to me, if I'm seeing things that could be potentially dangerous for a kid, then thank God others are as well. But how do I sort of attack some of those issues the right way? When I came to FreedomWorks, to the office in DC, and went through the B.E.S.T curriculum, the training, I was able to meet with other people who felt the same way as I did, people that were genuinely concerned about what's going on, and people that were genuinely looking for I would say kind of a tactical how-to, like how do I describe or address the idea that critical race theory is going through our classrooms and through our school boards. Because when you ask the school board members, like, hey, is CRT a thing? They quickly downplay it and say that you're crazy. But then you point to actual curriculum that certifies it as actually being a thing that's going through our kids' minds and through the classrooms. And you're just like, wait, but you just said that this wasn't a thing, but it's clearly a thing. So how do we attack that? So I think forming alliances with people that feel the same way as us, that's definitely something that I think we have to do. And by working with programs like B.E.S.T, we're able to kind of build a team, right? Like it takes a lot more than one person to kind of wage this fight. Otherwise, it is very much a David and Goliath sort of battle. But one of the things that I've noticed just through my community here in North Texas is that, when you build a team and when you do kind of create a community of people who are genuinely concerned, you're able to find people that are good at this and good at that, and people that have resources that you don't have yourself. For example, the McKinney Independent School District, which is just north of where I live, they were literally dragging parents out of school board meetings, basically violating the First Amendment rights of parents. And so, all of a sudden we realized, hey, wait a minute, we have this one person in our circle who happens to be a civil rights attorney. And flash forward, we're serving the school board president with lawsuit papers for violating the First Amendment rights of parents, without finding people that are allies, people that are on your side, and knowing what they can bring to the table. I think you're really kind of, on your own and trying to fight a pretty big fight. You're barking at a really tall wall that just doesn't really respond to you. So, I'm thankful that we have resources like B.E.S.T.
Exactly. And that's what I love the most about B.E.S.T is that it's about parents. It's about moms and dads and actually grandparents and community members.
Yes.
So we're teaming together across the country. And I'm excited that soon we will be announcing our new Dads and Dudes mentorship program that you are going to be heading up for us. And so we'll be releasing more information about that soon. Is there anything you want to say about
dads and dudes and granddads? And you know what, granddads, like, we are looking for granddads. Wisdom is no joke, and it doesn't just happen. Wisdom is acquired with time and with experience. So, I think this program is definitely open to those who are genuinely concerned about your kids or your grandkids. Shoot, Amy, I mean, I'm excited that we have this kind of going on right now because, I think we are looking for resources. We are looking for talking points. We're looking at for I think intelligent ways to fight this battle. And we also know it's going to take a lot of time to do this. We've been a little bit apathetic, a little bit naive to what's been taking place over the last couple of years. And we have a lot of ground to make up. So, I just hope that, everyone is excited and concerned and really just has your eyes open and your mind open to get some more resources and sharpen some tools and fight this fight with us.
Yeah, well, we're so grateful to you, Adam, and to all of our dads, all of our granddads, all of our dudes who are getting involved because we need you. We need to do this together. So make sure you go on parentsknowbest.com, sign up for our emails, sign up for our school board candidate academy, even if you're not running, and be sure to go on our FreedomWorks B.E.S.T YouTube channel and begin educating yourself, join this community. And we just thank all of you for teaming with us here at B.E.S.T.